Let's be honest. How many times have we opened TikTok for just 5 minutes, only to realize an hour has flown by? Or told ourselves that I'll study, but somehow ended up with video games? Here's the thing. It's not our fault. Well, at least not completely. Apps, games, and platforms are designed to hook us with algorithms that play on our brain's craving for instant gratification. But what if we could hijack the same psychology to build good habits instead of bad ones? Hi, I'm Oliver, and welcome back to the third episode of our series on atomic habits. If you're new to this channel, we're on a journey together, aiming to enhance our English skills while exploring thought-provoking books. But here's the thing. I'm not an expert lecturing you. I'm learning right alongside you, picking apart these incredible books word by word, concept by concept. My goal is simple: to grow together, to improve our English, and to extract meaningful lessons that can transform our lives. Today, we are exploring the second law of behavior change. Make it attractive. Stick around, because these insights aren't just theoretical. They'll help us rethink our habits and take control of our lives. Without further ado, let's get started. Lesson 1. Temptation bundling. Make hard habits irresistible. Let's start with a strategy called temptation bundling. It's a fancy term for pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Here's a great example. Ronan Byrne, an engineering student from Ireland, wanted to exercise but hated the thought of it. He loved Netflix though, so he hacked his stationary bike to only play Netflix while he was pedaling. Slow down, and the show paused. For Ronan, these had made exercise irresistible. Now, I know what you're thinking. Most of us don't know how to hike a bike. And that's okay. You don't need a complicated setup to use temptation bundling in your life. Let me show you how. Love listening to music? Only play your favorite playlist while you're cooking. Can't get enough of your favorite influencers' videos? Watch them while doing household chores. Can't resist your morning coffee? Save it as a reward for when you start studying or working. Want to scroll through social media? Only do it while walking on the treadmill. Personally, I'm a massive Westlife fan, and I've found that the mundane task of editing subtitles becomes much more enjoyable when I listen to their songs. It really helps me get through the process with a smile. So why does temptation bundling work? Because it satisfies your brain's craving for immediate rewards. It transforms something that feels boring or difficult into something you look forward to. Think about habits you've struggled with: working out, studying, or saving money. Then ask yourself, what's something I absolutely love doing that I can pair with this habit? By linking an activity you enjoy with the one you need to do, you're setting yourself up for success. Temptation bundling isn't just about making life easier, it's about making it more enjoyable, one small step at a time. Lesson 2. Use social influence. Let your tribe shape your habits. Next, let's talk about a force that shapes all of us: social influence. Whether we're aware of it or not, the people around us have a huge impact on our habits. As humans, we are wired to want connection and approval. Fitting in feels good, and one of the easiest ways to belong is to mimic the behaviors of the people around us. Take gaming as an example. Why do so many young people join social media groups or gaming communities? In those communities, playing that specific game isn't just normal, it's celebrated. Everyone talks about it, shares strategies, and bonds over the experience. Therefore, these communities can provide them with a sense of recognition that their parents or close friends can't. The same applies to fitness groups, book clubs, or even study groups. Joining these cultures makes behaviors that might feel hard, like studying or working out, feel natural, because they're the norm within the group. Here's another fascinating example. Researchers tracked 12,000 people over 32 years and found that if your friend becomes obese, your chances of becoming obese increased by 57%. On the flip side, if your friend starts eating healthier or exercising, you're more likely to follow suit. That's why finding the right community is so powerful. If you want to change your habits, join a group where a design behavior is the normal behavior. Want to learn guitar? Join a music class or online forum for beginners. Want to study more? Join a focused study group. Want to write consistently? Join a writing club where everyone shares their progress. The beauty of social influence is that it makes good habits feel effortless. If everyone around you is doing it, you naturally want to do it too. The challenge is choosing the right tribe, one that pushes you toward the person you want to become. Surround yourself with people who share your goals, and the habits will naturally rub off on you. Success in this case really is contagious. Lesson 3. Reframe bad habits. Change the way you see them. Now let's flip the script. Instead of making good habits more attractive, how do you make bad habits less appealing? Here's the answer. Reframe them. Instead of saying have to and need to, use get to. Instead of thinking about what you're giving up, focus on what you're gaining. For example, instead of saying I need to go run in the morning, think let's kickstart the day by boosting my energy and stamina. Instead of I have to quit smoking, reframe it as I'm choosing a healthier, more vibrant life. Reframe I can't buy this as I'm prioritizing my financial future and building wealth. One of the best examples of reframing comes from a book called Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. Instead of scaring people with images of blackened lungs, Carr reframes cigarettes as useless, harmful objects that don't actually relieve stress, they create it. The result? Smokers start seeing cigarettes not as something they're giving up, but as something they're breaking free from. This idea of reframing applies to anything. Take TikTok scrolling. Instead of seeing it as a fun escape, think about how it steals time so you could be using to build a skill, deepen friendships, or just relax more meaningfully. The key is to focus on what you're gaining, not what you're giving up. When you shift your perspective, the craving loses its power. You're no longer fighting the habit, you're actively choosing something better. Lesson 4. Create a motivation ritual. Build momentum for hard habits. Finally, let's talk about one of the simplest but most effective strategies: creating a motivation ritual. A motivation ritual is an enjoyable activity you pair with a hard habit to get yourself in the right mindset. For example, play your favorite pump-up song before exercising. Take 3 deep breaths and smile before starting a stressful task. Light a candle before diving into a study session. Here's why this works. The ritual acts as a cue for the habit. Over time, your brain associates the enjoyable activity with the hard task, making it easier to start. Athletes use this all the time. Rafael Nadal, for instance, follows a very specific pre-match routine. From how he arranges his water bottles to the way he warms up. This isn't just superstition, it's a way to create focus and reduce mental resistance. The more consistent your ritual, the stronger the mental association becomes. And soon, the hard habits feel like a natural part of your day. Now, let's recap the 4 key strategies we covered today. Number 1. Temptation bundling. Pair something you want to do with something you need to do, like watching Netflix while cycling. Number 2. Join the right culture. Surround yourself with people who normalize your desired behavior. Number 3. Reframe your mindset. Focus on the benefits of avoiding bad habits rather than what you're giving up. Number 4. Create a motivation ritual. Use enjoyable cues to build momentum for hard habits. The big takeaway: your habits are shaped by how you see them, how you start them, and who you surround yourself with. In the next episode, we'll dive into the third law of behavior change. Make it easy. You'll learn how to simplify habits so that success becomes inevitable. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs a boost, and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.